We don't want rice. What we want is good governance.
Our next story is all about the palliative economy, because a video is trending online from the comedian and skit maker Stanley Akpos, also known as Mr. Sim Card, where he decries the frequent practice of giving out rice as palliatives for Nigeria's biggest challenges. In the clip, he calls out the government for turning the country into Ricegeria, with other skits emerging online in the same vein. It was a very ricey day on social media yesterday. Let's take a look.
There are no roads. Give the rice. There's no light. Give the rice. There's no water. Give the rice. There are no hospitals. Give the rice. There's no schools. Give the rice. There's no security. Yakubu, give the rice. Rice answereth all things. Ricegeria. There was a country.
Everywhere hard. Hospital bill. Life is very hard for us. I don't know where to start.
Hospital bill. Life is hard. Collect rice. Mama, your problem is solved. Solve your problem.
Collect rice. we have to laugh, but we have to laugh because the response we've gotten so far. I understand that some governors are trying to work out modalities to see how they can follow the example made by Sheyi Makinde, but no palliatives though.
Let's be palliatives. Okay, so the truth is that where's the lie told there in what the comedian has said, and I think it's just a sad reality of what we have become, a nation that is placated with so little. And at some point watching that video, I was thinking, okay, who should be blamed? Should it be the government, the politicians who have weaponized poverty, and so that a lot of people are willing to sell their birthright for 5,000 naira, or in this instance, a bag of rice, just because if you can give me something to go and feed my family at home, then I'm okay for now. That's one. Then there's also the low expectation of the people in terms of what they expect from their leaders, or the dividends of good governance. And so you see people like this who have been almost indoctrinated to imagine that once you can give rice, you saw that person, I can't remember, last week where we showed a video of one of the city boy movements, and the lady was like, her whole family will vote because she got free things. If only the people can be educated as to what is due to them as citizens, based on the trust given to our leaders in positions of power, to give back to the citizens' infrastructure. It is said that give me fish, I'll eat for one day. Teach me how to fish, and I will eat for life. That is the problem we have currently in Nigeria, where we solve surface problems, but we don't deal with the substance. And so number one is that the people have to be educated. They have to know their rights as citizens, and they have to know what is due to them in terms of entitlement and inheritance from the Nigerian state. If we don't educate the people, they'll continue to be satisfied with a cup or a bag of rice in substitution for what should be education, healthcare, good roads. That's what people should be demanding. Then the other part is the government themselves not to weaponize poverty, because if we keep pushing, come election period, we'll still give rice. The rice will still cause people to go and vote for some certain people, and that's quite sad. And that's why we must continue this civic engagement, civic education. People must understand their rights and demand more from their government. And then go into the first story. I think Alhaji Dangote is spot on. If you look at other countries, and I don't think that the government should still be talking about thinking of responses to global, impact, the US-Iran war on Nigeria. Saturday will make it 1 month, yet we have no concrete announcements from the government in terms of a systemic and strategic response to safety nets for Nigeria. It's a shame, quite frankly. That's why when Sheyi Makinde gave 10,000 naira, even though small, we praise his efforts. At least he's made a move. What's happened to the other states? What's happened to the Nigerian government? All we hear are promises of we're going to do something to alleviate. What are the concrete plans of the Nigerian government to support Nigerians who are suffering from higher costs of PMS prices, higher food costs, and difficulties even going to work? That's the question we're asking this morning, and yet no response. A few days to 1 month after the war.
You deserve a bag of rice. I've been buying. They should give you rice.
I want good governance. Give me education.
Give them rice.
I don't like the rice, but also give me good governance.
I saw some bags of rice around here.
No, rice is good.
The distribution was discriminatory. So go ask for your rice. Give them rice.
Maybe we should ban giving of rice as anything. For anything. Nigerians like to ban any rice giving. But people come to me by saying that give them rice and give them good governance.
But people should know to ask for more than rice. And Alhaji Aliko Dangote has given us great advice. Those protocols we used during COVID, let's try and see how we can, tap into some of the policies we used during the COVID era to manage ourselves, since we know that cash is currently quite hard to come by for most companies and even for many state governments.